Good morning, my chemistry faithful. Video number 6. Let's talk about hydrocarbons with branches. How do I name and draw them when they have branches? Both unsaturated and saturated. So, branches are these substituents that are some number of carbons attached to this parent chain. The parent chain we call the backbone. This is the longest chain possible, counting without picking up your pen. Multiple bonds in the parent chain win as far as that numbering system. So if I have 5 carbons with one side chain, I can count like this or like this. I have to pick the one with the side or with the multiple bond in it. That is my backbone. So that deviation from the alkane wins. That trumps, if you will. Nomenclature, most of it's the same. Prefix, how many carbons. The root tells us what the bonding is. But now on the side chain, I take the methane, 1 carbon side chain, and I take the ane off and put in YL ill. Okay? And then the number in front tells us where the multiple bonds are or where the side chains are. Again, multiple bonds trump, always to the lowest number. Let's get into it. There's a lot of examples. I want to get through them all. It's going to take a few minutes, so let's get on with it. Methyl butane. So butane is where I start. This is the normal piece, right? So butane is 4 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4. The single bonded. All right, I'm good there. And then methyl is a 1 carbon side chain. I see the YL, so that's the side chain. Meth is 1 carbon. Where is it? On the second carbon. So on carbon number 2, let me put a carbon. This is that simple. Fill in with the rest of the hydrogens. And I got something that looks like this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's C5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. H10. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is here. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's better. So it is saturated because that fits CN H2N plus 2. So I left 2 H's out. I can see that these are all saturated. So here again, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I count in red, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a case where it doesn't matter which one I pick. I will, by default, pick the straight chain as my side chain to make my life easier. 5 carbons is a pent. Single bonded is an ane. I don't see any double bonds to fix that or mess with that. What I do see is this guy here, and 2 carbons is an F. Ethane becomes ethyl, E-T-H-Y-L. The YL tells me it's a side chain. Where do I put it? Either way, it's on the 3rd carbon, so that is a 3-ethyl pentane. 5, 6, 7 carbons. And I count something like 14, 15, 16 hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. That's saturated, fits this. Okay? All right, now I'm going to count my side chains, or my carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 5s. One of the 5s has a bend, so I want to go away from that. If I can keep away from the bend, I'm going to. You will see that it doesn't change anything if you were to name it with the bend. So I'm just going to, for teaching purposes, put a straight line through the backbone. You do not need to do that. 5 carbons is a pent. They are all single bonded. I don't see any double bonds in there to mess with me, but I have these 2 side chains. Each side chain is a meth. Meth becomes an ill, but how do I tell you that there's 2? This wasn't on the previous page. So I need to use a prefix to tell me that there's 2 of them. So I use di and tri in organic chemistry. So I have a dimethyl here. 2 methyls is a dimethyl. Then we need to number the carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1 methyl at the 2 and 1 methyl in the 3 if I count from that direction. Do the whole thing though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I count from the other direction, I got a 3, 4 methyl. And same rules apply with no lowest number wins. So lowest number wins means I get 2, 3 dimethyl. 2, 3 dimethyl wins. This again is C7 H16. This is saturated. Boom. All right, 3-methylhexane. Hexane means 6 carbons, single bonded. Right, 6 single bonded. I have a 1 carbon side chain. YL tells me it's a side chain. Meth tells me it's 1 carbon. You listening over there? Just checking. And where do I put it? On the 3rd carbon. So 1, 2, 3. I put a 1 carbon side chain. Fill it in. You'll notice that there's 4 other correct places to put that carbon. Fill in my H's and put them all in this time, notes. Don't forget right there that there's H's. And sorry, this is going to sound terrible, me banging this pen on the smartboard, but C7H16. And notice that bang, bang, bang. C7H16. Same numbers of carbon, same numbers of hydrogen, but do the pictures look the same? No. We'll figure out what that means in another video. But just a precursor, it's an isomer. Next, double bonds and triple bonds is what we're going to put in there. So I see 2-hexyne. Let me start there. Hex, 6 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yne says there's a triple bond. Where is the triple bond? It's on the 2nd carbon. So let me put a triple bond in there. Good. Then 4-methyl says side chain of 1 carbon on the 4th carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th carbon, put 1 carbon, and here we go. Now we're filling in our hydrogens. None here, none there. And fill it in. And now I got C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, C7, H, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. H12, this is unsaturated. This one fits CN, H2N minus 2, which is an yne. Okay? This is a great teaching example because I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, or I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, but I see a double bond. So I have to pick the one where the double bond is as my side, as my base chain, my parent chain, if you will. That's a bute. I see it's an ene. And where is the ene? It's on the 1st carbon. Okay? So that took care of that. Then I have this side chain I have to deal with. It's a 1 carbon side chain, so methane becomes methyl. And it's on the 2nd carbon, so this is methyl. And it's on 2. And I'm going to take a quick second and rewrite that because it looked funny. The L and the 1 looked funny, so this is 2 methyl 1 butene. And I have 5 carbons. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hydrogens. This is unsaturated because that one fits CnH2n, which is an alkene. All right, ethyne. Let's hit yne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a straight chain. I'm just going to name it with an yne. Because there isn't one of those things on there, I'm going to skip it. I'm going to go right to this next one. This is a lot more complicated. I always start with the base, 2,5-octadiene. 2,5, octa is 8 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Diene, 2 double bonds. Where? 1 at the 2nd carbon, 1 at the 5th carbon. So on the 2nd carbon, put a double bond, and on the 5th carbon, put a double bond. YL tells me there's a side chain of 1 carbon on the 4th carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4th carbon, put a side chain. Boom, did it. Fill them in carefully. Don't overfill, like I just did. Tried to tell you to not overfill, and I did. And there we go. He gets 1. He needs 2. He needs 3. Good. This will, because there is 2 double bonds, I don't believe it will match perfectly with the double bond formula because there's 2 and not 1. But it's obviously unsaturated. I see 8, 9 carbons. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hydrogens.
I might have miscounted that by one, but that's okay.